You lay in a bed zoomed out from the world after a hard day's work, staring at the ceiling in the dark. Maybe some music plays in the background, maybe not. Your thoughts often wander from a conversation about a new Miley Cyrus song or a new episode of a popular season releasing this week. You turn restless in your bed at night, usually waking up to question your existence. You ask yourself, why is everything the way it is? Why isn't it more purposeful, more fulfilling, or more enjoyable? Well, you have made it through life so far, and you're thoughtful enough not to become a slave to peer pressure, social biases, media manipulation, double standards, and mindless idol following. Congratulations. But now you bear the brunt of existence that dawns upon you. You feel like a ship unloaded at the shore of an ocean. You feel heavy, and you think you're about to sink. You look like a square in a world of triangles and circles. Commiserations. You seek for a treasure that you think might have the answer to everything you've always been searching for. I've been doing the same for years on end now. Every day is like a clockwork, the same minutes of a different day repeating the same events of yesterday. The system makes sure that this process is repeated daily in the same manner. Our schools, our jobs, our prisons, they all follow the same pattern. You wake up, bleed your heart out all day long, go to bed, and then repeat. It's much like breathing, only it isn't involuntary. It's much like dying, only that you are still alive. You go through school and college, and then if you're lucky enough, you get a degree, and now you have officially entered the arena of gladiators willing to spill your sweat to please a boss. Efficiency and effectiveness are two words thrust down your throat the moment you join an office. Ironically enough, these two words are also used to describe the perfection with which a machine works. Do you see a pattern now? Metal was never meant to mangle with flesh. Precision was never a human attribute. Our brains might be the most mysterious marriage of fat and water, where 100 billion neurons combine to transmit electrical signals, but it was never meant to jog the same track on a repeat. You are a rat stuck in a maze, trying to cut that one magical corner in the hopes of finding something different, something promising. Let me tell you something, and let this be the truth to your entire existence. You will never find that corner, because there is no such corner. Our minds are programmed to think that there is. What else will keep us running in this maze other than a desire to attain nirvana? Do you think that the rat knows that it is being experimented on? There is a person out there who puts a gun in his mouth thinking he has finally found that magical corner every 40 seconds in this world. But has he? You ask yourself, what is it that makes your generation the saddest then? We have everything our greatest ancestors could only ever dream of. We are the Wizards of Oz. We can travel vast distances with the speed of sound. Communication is a joke where we only transmit memes and viral videos. Any kind of information we ever need is in our fingertips. Computers have revolutionized the world. As Steve Jobs once said, it is the bicycle for the mind. Had our ancestors these powers, they'd be mummified in an orgasmic state and not like the slabs of dead bodies that we find today. Speaking of orgasms and computers, porn industry's net worth is $97 billion, which is enough to feed 4.8 billion people a day. In retrospect, Hollywood, the world's biggest movie-making factory, makes around 600 movies a year that makes a profit of $10 billion. And 13,000 pornographic films are made every year making a profit of $15 billion. Only 12% of the internet is porn with 70% of the population hooked on it. Numbers can be alarming when you're a junkie injecting yourself with digital sex. Corporations are your new gods, and if you don't please them, you're left without their goodies. The goodies that you work for, that you fight for, starve yourselves for, and in most likeliness, would die for. You're like the Mario Brothers jumping and spitting over everything and collecting coins to capture the flag at the end of the level, only to repeat it all again in the next one. You're only headed for hellfire, I'm telling you. You reward yourself with shots of dopamine when you're clicking on this or that notification on any of your social networks. And what comes easy, goes easy. That happiness is followed by depression and sadness in the long run. This behavior has been nurtured within you for years now. Your brain is tuned to short bursts of happiness, and it is deprived of an actual goal planning due to your small attention span. Social media companies hire attention engineers whose only job is to keep you tapping or clicking that sweet red notification. They make these products as addictive as possible. That's what they do for a living. Do you think a notification was given the red color out of pure chance? Your attention span has been equalized to a goldfish. You're still probably thinking of something else rather than watching this video, or I might have completely lost you by now. And with this, you're destroying the social fabric of your society. People are less important to you than your devices. The devices that has turned you into a mindless lunatic scrolling miles and miles of feed on your phone while your child is starving, or your spouse is in need of your time while scrolling away at their feed on their phone. It really is a sad world. Love the people around you. Read as often as you can. Use technology to advance human species, not to destroy ourselves with it. Stop looking for a purpose to live. Be your own purpose. More power to you, my fellow Earthlings.